Former South Carolina attorney Alec Murdaugh learns his fate in a sentencing hearing today after he was convicted of murdering his wife and son. Plus, 1 month after a toxic train derailment in East Ohio, the community is still waiting for answers and action from Norfolk Southern Railroad. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. New at noon, former South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh was sentenced to life in prison without parole for murdering his wife and son. Michael George takes us to the courtroom.
Alec Murdaugh addressed the court before his sentencing Friday.
I'm innocent. I would never hurt my wife, Maggie, and I would never hurt my son, Pawpaw.
But the judge said the disgraced lawyer, who's admitted to stealing millions from his clients and firm, lacked credibility.
You can convince yourself about it, but obviously you have the inability to convince anyone else about that.
Moments later, Judge Clifton Newman sentenced Murdaugh to life in prison without parole for the murders of his wife, Maggie, and 22-year-old son, Paul, in June of 2021.
For the murder of Paul Murdaugh, whom you probably love so much, I sentence you to prison for murdering him for the rest of your natural life. Those sentences will run consecutive.
It took jurors less than 3 hours Thursday to convict him on all counts.
Guilty, verdict, verdict, guilty, verdict, guilty.
The swift verdict came after a 6-week trial where Murdaugh took the stand in his own defense and admitted to being at the crime scene minutes before the murders took place. Prosecutors say that decision to testify ultimately hurt him.
He's been manipulating people for decades, lying and manipulating to get his way, and I feel like he could do this to the jury. That's probably what he was thinking, but it blew up in his face.
Murdaugh also faces multiple charges for alleged financial crimes, some of which he admitted to during the trial. Michael George, CBS News.
The victim's family members, including the parents and sister of Maggie Murdaugh, declined to give impact statements before sentencing. The man accused of fatally shooting a woman in Beloit was in court for a preliminary hearing this morning. 33-year-old Tyrell Young was charged with 1 count of intentional homicide and 5 counts of recklessly endangering safety in the shooting death of 25-year-old Stefania Bozer last month. Young admitted to the shooting but claimed Bozer shot him first. Court records show the two were in a messy custody battle. Madison fire crews were called to contain a gas leak last night after a vehicle crashed into an apartment building. It happened in the 4300 block of Britta Drive just after 8 o'clock. A gas line and 4 gas meters were damaged, causing the leak. The driver was not hurt, but crews had to shut off a natural gas valve to stop it from leaking. Madison Gas and Electric crews later fixed the damaged line and meters. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart has a look at your certified most accurate forecast, and kind of quiet out there.
Yeah, just cloud cover. All the snow and all the rain that we thought earlier in the week has now pushed further south. So we're dealing with northeast winds and just low clouds, and that's really what we're going to be seeing today. Visible satellite shows all the cloud cover, really thick clouds, well down to Chicago and further east. Up to the north side, you just have high cirrus towards La Crosse, actually clear skies, so that system is beginning to lift to the northeast. So we're kind of just in that cloud cover area right now. Precipitation-wise, starting to expand a little bit further north. I think it will continue to do that, but right now it's predominantly just Chicago and southward right now, but it is beginning to lift north. Temperature-wise, pretty seasonal for this time of year, upper 30s as we zoom into Dane County. Overall, we're looking at about 38, 39. The other ones aren't quite reporting right now, but winds out of the east-northeast, so that's keeping more of a moist, colder flow at the surface, so that's why we're seeing those low clouds stick around. We'll see some breeze about 10 to 15 this afternoon with that. So if you time out those temperatures and winds throughout the period, we're going to see temperatures climb up to about 40, 41 for Madison area. Wind should be in that 10 to 15, a little bit stronger as you go further southeast with that east-northeast wind, and then slowly dropping back down about 39 by the time we get to 5 p.m. There's the big storm that's actually provided severe weather yesterday down south. Now the severe weather is in the Ohio River Valley, and a lot of rain and then snow on the backside. The other system to the west, that's the one that could provide a little bit of precipitation for us for tomorrow, and I'll break down how much we may get that and how those temperatures look like for the rest of the weekend later in the broadcast.
Well, that storm is darn close.
It is darn close, but not to our area.
Not close enough.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, today marks 1 month since the toxic train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. During a public meeting last night, angry residents of the town confronted a representative of Norfolk Southern. with pleas for help and stories of illness. Norfolk Southern leaders again apologized and tried to reassure the community they will clean up the site.
We're going to clean up the site. But we are sorry, and we do care. We do.
Under pressure from residents, the EPA has now ordered Norfolk Southern to test for dioxins at the derailment site, toxic chemical compounds that can cause cancer. Officials say that could take another 3 weeks, and early testing suggests there is low probability of dioxin contamination. In their first meeting since the war in Ukraine began over a year ago, Secretary of State Antony Blinken's message to his Russian counterpart was clear: end the aggression. But Ukraine troops aren't taking any chances, conducting drills near the border following warnings the Kremlin is planning a new offensive this spring. In East Ukraine, the fighting is only intensifying. Today, U.S. officials announced its latest military aid package for Ukraine, worth $400 million. The U.S. has given nearly $32 billion in weaponry to Ukraine since the start of the invasion. Senator Dianne Feinstein is being treated in a San Francisco hospital for shingles. The Democrat says she expects to make a full recovery and hopes to return to Washington later this month. Her absence could change Democratic strategy in the Senate because the party holds a thin 51-49 majority. Fellow Democrat John Fetterman is also in the hospital undergoing treatment for depression. And we have a program alert for you today. UW women's hockey team will be on TV Wisconsin this afternoon for the WCHA semifinals. The team will be taking on Minnesota at 5 p.m. The winner of that game will advance to the finals to face the winner of Ohio State and Minnesota Duluth, which will also be televised at 1 o'clock. To find TV Wisconsin, go to channel 3.2 over the air or channel 14 on TV. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon when Ford says it'll resume making its electric F-150 trucks. Plus, Walmart and AMC are bringing part of the movie theater experience to your home. That's all coming up in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
The ultimate mattress sale is on now at Ashley. Save over $800 instantly on Beautyrest mattresses. Plus, get special financing for 5 years with no money down. Happening now at Wisconsin's #1 mattress retailer, Ashley.
Sir Jenian's 93-year history means you pay $93 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad in your old carpet removed and recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Ask about 12-month financing. Local, sustainable Sir Jenian's.
Everybody wants a whiter smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades whiter teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth, let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the stain out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be 1 step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you. And it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs today and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
It's the ultimate sale going on now at Ashley. Fill your room for as little as $21 a month. Plus delivery in 3 days or less. And special financing for 5 years with no money down. Happening now at Ashley, Wisconsin's #1 furniture and mattress retailer.
President Biden says, quote, at some point, he will visit East Palestine, Ohio. Following last month's toxic train derailment, he released a statement backing new bipartisan railway safety legislation. Environmental activist Aaron Brockovich was there Thursday as residents voiced their health concerns to representatives from the rail company Norfolk Southern at a town hall. The Environmental Protection Agency announced it will require the company to immediately test the area for environmental pollutants and will order an immediate cleanup if any are found. Ford has announced it will resume manufacturing its F-150 Lightning electric truck on March 13th. The company had halted production weeks ago due to concerns over the vehicle's battery. Ford says it has worked with the South Korean company that makes the battery to figure out the issue, though they did not disclose what the problem was. The Michigan automaker has not reported issues with batteries in its other electric or hybrid vehicles. And soon you can have movie theater popcorn right at home. Walmart is partnering with AMC Theaters to sell an exclusive line of 6 types of popcorn, including in kernel, microwavable, and ready to eat. According to AMC, all of it comes with a price tag of under $5. Walmart customers can grab a bag or more starting on March 11th. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Here are your Wall Street numbers at noon. The Dow Industrials up 232 points. The NASDAQ up 154. The S&P 500 up 44. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You're taking a live look at the Call for Action studio. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call for action. Prices along with weekend forecast. And then today on Live at 4, what is AI and what effect might it have on your life and on your kids' education? That's coming up at 4.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe. As a lawyer, Kelly defended child sex predators who posed as ministers in order to prey on vulnerable young girls. They lured young children to locations they believed to be safe, only to sexually assault and molest them. And Dan Kelly defended those monsters. Do you want someone like that on the Supreme Court? Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
All right, team, we got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
For Imprint, for certain.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather. Trust the experience of Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti and the First Warn Weather team to help you plan your day and alert you whenever and wherever you need it. First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, the one and only Paula Abdul. I'm the last of the OGs. We had to say the best for last. And fitness guru Jillian Michaels.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. It's Friday.
It is, and happy to see it. Yeah, it's been a busy week. Really want to thank everybody that was up at the Yahara Pride Watershed meeting yesterday. I'll share some details on that one next week, Mark. The things that they have accomplished in the 12 years or so that farmer-led watershed group's been voluntarily putting in different conservation projects, just amazing. Look for that next week. Right now, take a look at some of the award winners from our Wisconsin Urban Forestry Council. These are folks that adopt the state of Wisconsin, completely focused in on tree management and making sure that in urban areas there are beautification. From the left, that's John Wayne Farber. He is a fellow that received the Leadership Award. He's a board-certified master arborist that's been dedicated to really helping the profession. He helped lead the Wisconsin Registered Arborist Apprenticeship. So a long time dedicated person with the Wisconsin Arbor Association. Then next to him is John Gall from Fox Point. Probably saw this fellow walking around a lot. He helped to spearhead the village's first official tree inventory back in 2009. He's been awarded 3 different times from the Wisconsin Arborist Association. And then the gentleman on the right representing the Mequon Nature Preserve. They got the award in recognition of their work to increase environmental consciousness with novel ways to help kids remain engaged in the process. They were all recognized during the Wisconsin Urban Forestry Council's recent meeting. Congratulations to all. So we're talking a little bit today about what's happening with the marketplace. Want to remind our crop growers, don't forget March 15th, the deadline for your crop insurance. If you're like me, you see that it's going to cost you more again this year than it did last. Another thing that you need to pay attention to is the margins, especially on corn. We are behind as far as our corn exports are concerned, but the World Ag Supply Demand Report says we're going to plant more acres to it. Just think that through when you're planning out your options on your crop insurance. March 15th, the deadline. I'm still wrestling with mine. Barreled cheese is up 4.5 cents today at $1.57.5. 40-pound block cheese up 4 at $1.95. The AA butter looks like it's going to finish the week unchanged today at $2.34.5 per pound. Yeah. When I get done playing here on TV, I got to go sit down and try to do the farm books and figure out what decisions we're going to make going into next year. And I know I shouldn't, it should not be on the back burner. There's a lot of farmers dedicate a lot of time day and night to those decisions. It's just like it all seems to catch up with me on the weekends.
Yep, and taxes and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Pam. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Well, battery-powered cars are more popular than ever, and now boats are getting on board. Dina Demetrius shows us how electric watercraft are sailing towards the future.
Rising above the waters of San Francisco Bay, these electric hydrofoil speedboats make for smooth sailing.
Not only is electric, you're gliding above the water, so there is no seasickness. You don't feel the waves. It's like you're on a jet plane.
2 companies, American Navier and Swedish Candela, are leading the charge to bring electric hydrofoil speedboats to city waterways, aiming to replace gas-guzzling water taxis with these electric hover wonders.
It's like 10x cheaper than using a gas boat, so you can use it as a scalable waterborne transportation. It unlocks a potential, a new form of transportation that was never ever possible before.
But these watercraft meet bumpy seas on 2 issues: limited range and cost, around $400,000.
Just the amount of energy that it takes to move a boat through the water and to propel a boat through a water requires a lot of batteries. As you add more batteries, you add costs. It gets worse the larger the boat gets.
Still, Candela says it's already sold and manufactured 150 of its new C8 model.
This boat is the future of leisure boating.
It comes with some creature comforts, too.
You can spend the night here if you like. It's cozy and protected.
The company also has more impactful goals on board.
The mission at Candela is really to create a big impact and reduce as much the CO2 emission.
Candela is testing out its same technology on a 30-passenger catamaran as early as this summer. Dina Demetrius, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And these companies are also innovating self-driving boats. What could go wrong there? Let's go to Greg now for a complete look at the weather forecast.
Nothing. Everything will go right with the self-driving.
Yeah.
Good. Well, we talked about the winter that we had here. We'll just give you a breakdown of February, which if you thought it was warm, you're probably correct. It was the 23rd warmest, about 4.5 degrees above average. Snowfall pretty close to average, but it was a wet month because we had more rain than we actually had snow. 48 was the high temp, one of the highs we had, and then the lowest was about -8. So once again, kind of a warm thing, and that kind of goes through the whole talk of March. If you look at overall temperatures going back to the end of February, you can see this is departure from average for high temperatures we're looking at right now. You can see we've most of the month we were above average for high temperatures. A few days here towards the end that we did get a below, but overall it was a warm month and warm February. So we'll see what February has to store. But anyway, here's a huge system that we're talking about just to the south. It has progressively pushed further south, but still going to be an impactful system for Chicago and southeastward, especially for severe weather. We have a few systems back here. This is going to impact us this weekend. Not really any strong systems. They're kind of basically going to lose their punch as they come across, and really west to east. So mild conditions too with that type of flow. That's what we're looking at overall, big picture wise. You time out, you can see that becoming the push northeast this afternoon. We'll still keep the cloud cover overhead, just low clouds with that northeast wind. Tonight we should see a little bit of break in the clouds maybe, but then we have that next wave you can see come across here, provide maybe a few showers tomorrow afternoon. Not going to be widespread, very isolated as it comes through, mild conditions, and that should pass through about Saturday evening. And then looks like Sunday, we'll see increasing clouds because we do have a stronger system approaching, but that's going to hold off until at least Sunday evening and Sunday night, which will bring us our next chance of rain, a little better chance. Overall today, getting up to about 40 average temperature with that northeast wind. You can see a few showers may actually creep up into southeast Wisconsin, maybe east of Janesville up to Milwaukee, but nothing much probably further west. Tonight we'll see the temperatures. There's your break in the cloud cover, and then the temperatures will come back down to the upper 20s. Once again, very similar to what we saw last night. But then tomorrow we'll start seeing more cloud cover come in because you can see that system very weak. Just a few showers will come through the afternoon hours. Temperatures getting a little warmer because we're going to start off a little better. Here looks like a lot more rain than probably will be occurring. A lot of this may not reach the ground, but you may see a shower or two here by Saturday afternoon. Temperatures in the low 40s, getting up maybe the mid 40s. By the time you get to Saturday afternoon, evening, everything should pass. We will see another break in the clouds once again, but it's only a temporary break for Saturday night because once again, come Sunday, we're going to have that next system come in. Here's that one that we're coming in. Sunday night and Monday night is definitely a better shot for actually widespread rainfall. Nothing like we saw last weekend, but I do think we're going to see better shot Sunday into Monday. We actually might see with this little spot right here, a thunderstorm or two come Monday afternoon. So something to keep in mind up there. That's going to push across, and then we should have drier conditions for Tuesday. So once again, another system, but like I said, nothing like we saw last night with the last weekend with the rain Sunday night into Monday. Overall 47, we could likely hit 50. It'll be a fairly warm Monday morning commute, probably around 40 to get it starting off, so that's why we could hit 50. Thunderstorm possibility, and then we're really confident we are going to see a cool down, getting back down below average once again by the end of next week. Upper 30s is where we should be, near 40. We're going to be probably around freezing. And yeah, we are almost a week away from moving that clock forward next Sunday early morning.
So everything liquid at this point?
Everything is liquid, no snow right now. Everything looks good, but it will get colder. So enjoy the mild conditions probably through the weekend.
All right, thank you, Greg. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, Howard has a recipe that drastically cuts down on dinner preparation time in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If getting dinner on the table in about 10 minutes sounds too good to be true, pinch yourself, because today's one-pan wonder is just that. On your mark, get set, let's get cooking.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
All you have to do is point.
Yes!
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
And that's why they all start dancing.
Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $19.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
All you have to do is point.
Yes!
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
And that's why they all start dancing.
Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
If you're looking for ways to get dinner on the table fast, I mean really fast, nothing beats pan frying. What I like about pan frying is that it helps seal in the juices while allowing the outside of whatever you're cooking to get nice and crispy. To show you what I mean, we've got a tasty new dish for you to try tonight. We begin by cutting a pork tenderloin into chunks and then flattening them between a couple of pieces of wax paper or a plastic storage bag. Pounding these nice and thin will not only allow them to cook super fast, but it also creates more of a surface area, which is where all the flavor will be. Now, we coat our cutlets with some Italian breadcrumbs that we mix with some Parmesan cheese and a bit of salt and pepper. After we cook down some onions and garlic in olive oil, we saute our cutlets in the same pan. The cutlets are going to absorb all that flavor from the onions and garlic while they cook. In less than 5 minutes, when the breading is golden and the pork is cooked through, it's ready to serve. And although this is crazy quick, don't think for a minute that it's going to lack flavor. No siree. It's just the opposite. These are amazing. To get the recipe for what we call our skillet Parmesan pork, all you have to do is visit our website. You know, this is really tasty. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a one-pan way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Greg, one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, we're looking at cloudy conditions this afternoon, around 40 degrees, so not too bad, seasonable, but northeast winds will make it feel cool. There's your temperatures tonight, upper 20s, warmer tomorrow, a few showers potentially tomorrow too afternoon, and then even warmer, maybe 50 by Monday, but definitely rain coming in Sunday night into Monday.
All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.